If you know me personally or have followed my blog for any length of time, you'll know that I'm just about the farthest thing from a workout queen. I want to be healthy and exercise, but I just really hate it, so I don't do it as often as I should. I'm also anemic, which is a fabulous excuse for why I have no endurance, or at least it used to be. Basically, until very recently, if I ran 1 mile, I was very proud of myself and called it a tough workout. My boyfriend, however, has run multiple marathons. A few weeks ago, he convinced me to go running with him, and to my utter shock, everything changed. We started out on our run, and not 30 seconds into it, he said to me, "Well, there's your problem. You're doing it wrong." Wait, what? How can somebody run wrong, I thought? Well, it turns out you can run wrong pretty easily. Apparently, I was starting out too quickly if I wanted to run for any distance. By slowing down my pace just slightly, I jumped from running 1 mile to running 5 or 6 miles in the blink of an eye, and I was able to do it consistently. What a game changer. So, what does this have to do with entrepreneurship? Well, there are a few lessons that I learned from this running epiphany, and they're all very applicable to entrepreneurship. Firstly, you don't know what you don't know. Had I known I was running wrong, of course I would have fixed it way before now. Since I'd always run alone, however, I had no idea what the proper pace was, nor did it ever even occur to me that a person could be doing this very basic exercise incorrectly. I didn't know that I didn't know how to run, and it was holding me back big time. The same is true in entrepreneurship. When you begin building your new startup or small business, there are tons of things that need to be accomplished and tons more that need to be avoided. Some of those are pretty obvious to everybody, but others would never even occur to you unless you'd been there before and knew what to ask about. Recognize that you don't know what you don't know, and seek out the information, mentors, and guidance at every turn. Secondly, it's all mental. Now, I'm not a stop and smell the roses kind of person, so for me, running is incredibly boring. It's basically something that I don't want to do without any distractions, so I just jog along thinking about how I don't want to be jogging. Running with my boyfriend, however, I had something else to focus on other than the fact that I hate running. The distraction, combined with the new pace, made each mile go much faster, and once I had run 5 miles once, well, then I knew there was no reason that I couldn't do it again. The next time I ran, even though my boyfriend wasn't there, I knew I could do it, so I did, and I ran 6 miles, and I was happy about it. It was just a simple mindset change, and all of a sudden I was excited about the running instead of hating every second of it. Now, don't get me wrong, overall I still hate running, but I don't torture myself every second of it now, and that means I can accomplish more. The same applies to entrepreneurship. You get to choose how you approach the hurdles that will inevitably be placed in front of you, and you can either act as if each one is the kryptonite that will kill your business, or you can look at it as just another speed bump that's annoying and briefly slows you down, but does not halt your forward progress. It's up to you which one you choose. Thirdly, support is good for you. Now, I apologize in advance for the mushiness, but my boyfriend believed I could run 5 miles, so I believed I could run 5 miles, and then, magically, I ran 5+ miles. This connects directly with my point above that everything is mental. Entrepreneurship is tough, and you have to be able to emotionally cope with the stress and push through setbacks to achieve success. That's way easier to do when you have the support of those around you. Finally, you need the right tools. As I mentioned, I had never run more than a mile or so until I went with my boyfriend, so the shoes I wore didn't really matter much. The second I started running 5+ miles, however, I could feel the beating on my ankles, knees, and feet because I didn't have the proper shock absorption or ankle support in my shoes. You can't succeed in the long term without the right tools to get you there. In running, that's the shoes. In entrepreneurship, that might be a CRM system, a lightning-fast computer, or an experienced accountant. Whatever tools are really necessary for the growth of your business should not be skimped on. That's all for this week. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please let me know by liking it on Facebook and YouTube and sharing it with your network. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my newsletter to get all of the latest tips, info, and tools for building your business delivered right to your inbox for free every week.